And now we're in the kitchen with Chef Rene for the most decadent episode of Iowa Ingredient. You got the assignment, heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
Heavy cream.
I couldn't have lucked out any better. I mean, there's so many things that heavy cream is used for. There's so many different kinds of heavy cream that really does make a difference in what you're making.
All right, and we will talk about some of those different kinds in a little bit, but what are we going to make first?
We're going to make lotus cream ice cream.
Sounds like a good idea.
And it's an almond and lemon flavored ice cream. And I think we might as well get started.
Yeah,
what do you
let's
think?
do it.
First of all, heavy cream. Now this is a 48% heavy cream.
That's a very heavy cream.
That's a very heavy cream. And I just want to make sure we got a cup of that and then a cup of milk as well that go in there.
And is that skim milk or?
Just regular whole milk.
Whole milk, okay. We're not going low fat.
No
suddenly.
way, no way. A half a cup of sugar. Now this recipe calls for a half a cup of sugar, but because we're making ice cream, I only put a quarter cup of sugar in, and then I put a quarter cup of
is that corn syrup?
Corn syrup in there.
All right. And you used
And a
raw
teaspoon.
sugar?
I use raw sugar,
right.
which makes a big difference, but this helps with the icing problem that you have with ice cream.
Oh, okay.
So
keeps it nice and
smooth.
smooth.
Keeps it nice and smooth.
Great.
Which is what everybody likes when they have ice cream. I use a little bit of vanilla. And
About
a little bit of
teaspoon
almond
there.
extract. Now this is one we have to be careful with.
You
Because
can go too far.
You can go too far. Smell that.
Oh, so good. Is that what, maybe a half a teaspoon or a quarter?
A half a teaspoon. And we're going to probably add a little bit more as it mixes. And then lemon juice.
All right.
And
with some
zest.
lemon zest in there.
And some lemon zest. And then we'll just turn on the machine.
All right.
And it should be ready in about 10 minutes.
Terrific. While the ice cream is churning away, what are we going to do next?
We're going to make two separate things here. One of them is a crema, which is a Mexican form of creme fraiche. And then the other one is creme fraiche that originated in France. And it's much thicker and much richer. And this is served with strawberries, all kinds of stuff like that, fresh fruit. And then this is for tacos and chile rellenos and all kinds of stuff like that.
Right, but they're not sweet.
They're not sweet.
Okay. And you have different kinds of cream here.
Yes,
for
I
the
do.
different, walk me through the different kinds of heavy cream available to us.
All right. Heavy cream in the United States is rated by the amount of butter fat in it.
Okay.
So half and half has a 10 to 15% butter fat ratio. Table cream, which is usually found in, it says table cream on it, that's about 20 to 30% fat. And then heavy cream or whipping cream is 40 to 48% amount. And then they have a double cream, which is 50% or over.
Wow. Which one are we going to make first?
We're going to make the crema first, which is the lighter version. And it's used as a heavier cream, but a little less sour cream.
All right.
And that acts like the culture.
And this is just sour cream?
Yeah, this is just sour cream. Now, if I was going to make this from scratch, I would have to add some lemon juice to this.
And sour your own cream.
And sour my
right?
own cream. And it takes a little bit longer. See, now you're going to see this.
So once you mix it up, then what do? You
just let it set for a little while. And
How long is a little while?
About 10 minutes. And it should thicken right up for you.
All right.
Now this one is the creme fraiche.
All right.
Now this is a little bit lighter whipped cream, but more heavy, more sour cream is added to it. And that comes out a little bit thicker.
As these age and set up, are they going to change their flavor?
It won't change the flavor, but it'll change the consistency.
Okay, so I can taste it right now and find out what they taste like. Well, I'll start over here with the crema. And that
which is light and watery.
Yeah, that is very watery there. Okay, oh, that almost tastes like cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Okay,
But and like I said, as it sets a little bit longer, like half a day, it should thicken up.
Okay.
Now this one, it's supposed to be made in.
It's a little thicker already.
Because of the sour cream and the cultures that are added to it.
All right.
And this will thicken up to about a whipped cream consistency.
Okay, I'm going to try this one too. That's delicious. All right, what are we going to make next?
We're going to make two things now. And we've got water boiling over there.
Okay.
And then we're going to add these radishes and cucumbers that are sliced up very nicely.
Okay, and you're just blanching those a little bit in water?
I'm blanching them a little bit in the water. And see, the water is already dissipated, so that's a good thing. This is only blanching them very slightly.
So 30 seconds? Just
30 seconds at tops.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some butter to that.
That's always a good idea, especially when followed by heavy cream.
And then heavy cream.
Wonderful.
And that'll stew for about 30 seconds, and then it'll be ready. And you won't believe the flavor of this.
I can't wait to try it. You've got salt and pepper here too. Do you need a little bit of that?
Yep, we got to put some of that in there. I'm just making sure that the butter all melts. A little pinch of salt. And some nice pepper over the top.
So simple.
Yeah. And everybody has cucumbers, radishes from their garden all year long that they don't know what to do with. And this is a perfect thing with barbecues or fried chicken.
Do you serve it hot or do you serve it cold?
It's served hot or it can be served cold, either way. You can make it like this and then just put it in the refrigerator and serve it cold if you like.
All right.
Like a slaw.
Well, we'll let that sit and wait for us. Shall I turn off the heat?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be fine.
All right. And then?
And now we're going to make...
I recognize Maytag blue cheese there.
Oh,
What's
you can
coming
tell
next?
by the...
I can.
What we're going to make is blue cheese dressing with Maytag blue cheese, a little heavy cream, and buttermilk.
All right.
And some salt and pepper from over there.
All right, I'll get it.
You don't mind?
I don't mind.
And a little pinch of salt, a little cracked pepper. And if you happen to have a burr blender at home, a blender jar will work just as well, but these things are great. Oh, we might as well put the rest of this in there.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. You want more heavy cream?
No, we got enough heavy cream. But that's a delightful dressing.
Oh, wonderful. Oh.
For you to try.
Yeah, I'm going to try that now. Oh, wow.
And here's your radishes and cucumbers and cream.
Simple and delicious. Let me get a spoon. I'm going to try some of that. Do you want to try some too?
Oh, why not?
All right.
I didn't make it for nothing.
Right, exactly.
The lightness, the freshness.
It is. That is so good. And so simple. But
And,
you know,
and it doesn't even taste like it's got heavy cream in it.
no, it's deceptive.
It's deceptive.
You could eat a lot of that without stopping. But
Shoveling it in.
you know what I'd like to have now? Let's try the ice cream.
Oh, sure.
The ice cream is finished.
It's ready.
All right, so we churned this for
25 minutes.
and then we put it in the freezer.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a look at that. Oh, it looks so
Now you
good.
can also add almonds, toasted almonds to it, and that would make it even better.
But I'll bet this is going to be good enough.
Oh.
Let's try it.
All right. Let me get the scoop going. One for you.
One. Maybe second scoop.
Two
there.
for you.
There we go. Now we're talking.
And
All
there we are.
right. Wonderful. Let's give that a try. Wow.
And it's great for the summer,
Yeah.
but it'll also remind you of summer in the winter.
And it's fabulous. Chef Rene, thank you so much.
Thank you.